I have to still go back to the table. So
Okay,
is there
how do
anything I
you
need
mean?
to do?
Is you mean writing a comment in the formula
I
bar
hear that
or
you are now. Yeah, during the previous, you were able to write some formulas here.
in my report view,
Yeah,
write some formulas?
yeah.
Sorry, are you talking about calculated measures or calculated columns?
No measures.
Measures. Which formula are you having difficulty writing?
No, I don't mean having difficult. I mean, can I write a formula? Like, can I calculate something on this view
Okay,
without having
if I
to go back to the table view? Yeah,
okay, if you want to see your calculated measures or calculated columns, you just have to come to the data pane here, check for
yeah,
them. You see the calculator's image is represents a measure, while this this little icon here, FX, represents a calculated column. So if you want to see it, you just click on it and it will show you.
okay.
Okay.
Maybe I think it's from my model or something. Cause that new bar that just came out and doesn't used to come out in my own. So that's my confusion.
Oh, sorry about that. I think you should uh,
Maybe do
just
some
try and
upgrade
go
or
over it
something.
again. Yeah. So that's how you see it.
I
You
think.
just click on it and it will pop up. Okay.
Uh,
All right. You're welcome.
uh,
Someone's hand is up again. Who's that? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, what was the first question again? Calculate the table
revenue.
and revenue.
In the
Okay.
facts
See, if
table.
I go to my facts table, yeah, I think I have a revenue. So this is my revenue. Okay, so I use the SumX function, okay, to calculate the total revenue. Let me. So do you understand? Where's the confusion? Is it understanding? Is it understanding how it's calculated?
So is when I was going through like the videos, I saw that you had another total revenue in the facts table. Because when you were doing that calculate function and you inputted the facts table, then revenue, I could not find it in my own. I could not find that facts table, facts revenue in facts table. So I was confused. Whoa.
Okay,
Like when you
okay.
were using that time you were using the calculate function.
Uh, let's check this. Is it this?
Yes.
Okay, so this calculate it's just the this is a measure, all right. So I just reference it now. This revenue, I already created it here. So this is my revenue that I calculated using the SumX function, which is um it's an X function, still under the aggregate function. All right. So this is what so I have the measure already. So what I did in the calculate function was to just call it, reference it, all right, as an expression here. That's what I did. And then I use the filter, the all function. So if you've not calculated the expression you want to use here, you won't find it. So you should, if I was to use a profit measure, I would have referenced it here. I would have called profit from my facts table, except probably you didn't calculate your measure in your facts table, or you reference it in a different table, like the product table. So that could be a mistake or yeah, that could be a that could be the challenge. What's your challenge? Am I hitting the nail on the head? Hello. Hello. Can we hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Is Bironke still there? She has gone. Okay. All right. Let's. I don't know if she's off the call already. All right. So I want us to proceed with. We're looking at drill downs. We're looking at drill throughs and hierarchies. That's what we're supposed to do. And because of the last class, we couldn't do that. All right. So I just want to kick off from where I stopped. So I mentioned that. All right, a drill down or a drill through is just a drill. They are similar, okay, but they have a bit of differences. So the drill down and the hierarchy in Power BI, it's a way of getting into the details of probably a particular category of data or a measure or a column. So you just want to have an extra information on a very detailed level. All right. So let me put it in context. I'll come over to let me create a new page here, and so that we see. Okay. All right. So say for example, we want to, see the information about our profits. All right, let me bring a stacked column here. All right, and I'm interested in knowing more information about the profit. Okay, so I come to my facts table. Where is profits? Okay. Okay, so this is my profit. All right, this is my profit. Let me put this on a card visual. All right. Okay. So let me just get this. Okay. So I want more information about this sum of profit. All right. So information like when did we make our profit, in which region did we make our profit. So the use case today would be, we're trying to understand, show profit by date. Okay. So this is how the drill down works now. It's a technique in Power BI. All right. So, and it only works when you're having two category column on one axis. So we're interested in knowing our profit by date. Okay. So this is how I'm going to do it. I come over to my date table. Okay. And I'm going to click on, I'm interested in knowing the profit by year. Okay, and I bring my year to my y-axis, x-axis rather. All right, so you can see I have the profit by year. So we can see from $0 million to the entire profits. Okay, so this has broken the profit down by year. All right, and now, so if you observe my visuals currently, this stacked column visual, if you observe it, you can see that there's a filter and slicer here. All right, this is a filter and slicer affecting the visual, but currently I do not have any filters applied to it. All right, I do not have any filters applied to it. So this is my focus mode where I could just expand the whole view. So I can go back to my visual here. And also you can see these three bars here, these columns here. So more option, you can export your data, show as table, remove, or get spotlight here. So now observe. I remember, just if you can recall, I said that the drill down only works when you have two category column on your x-axis. So in this visual, I'm seeing my profit by year. This is 2011 to 2012 that our data contains the year. All right, so let's say we want to know the profit now by quarterly, how much we've made quarterly. Okay, so I'm going to come to my quarter date here and bring it over to my x-axis. So automatically, what have you observed? You can see that there is an option to drill up here or drill down. So the word drilling now means to go in depth, right? To go deep, to go through something. All right. So the option, if I take it away, it goes away. But if I bring another colon here from my date table, you can see the option comes in here. So it says click to turn on drill down. All right. So we have the go to the next level in the hierarchy. All right. And then we have expand all down one level in the hierarchy. Can we see this intelligence popping up on my screen? All right. Okay. All right. So now, so take a look now. So we can now see profit by different, subcategories. So if I click to turn on the drill down mode to see how our profit is in terms of category, I have to turn on this drill down. All right. So if I click on it, you can see drill mode is on. So it will tell me click a data point to drill. Okay. So if I come to, if you can see now, it's listed in quarters, quarter 2, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012, quarter 3, like that. All right. So if I click on any of the bars here or any of the points here, okay, it will take me to a different level in the hierarchy. So now this brings me to explaining, what a hierarchy is. So, okay, before I proceed, anyone want to who can tell me what do you understand by the word hierarchy? I want us to put it in context to Power BI now. Anyone want to give it a try? What do you understand by hierarchy? Simple term or simple English? What do you understand by hierarchy? Okay, Chineye, go ahead. Oh,
Okay, good evening once again.
yeah, good evening.
Hierarchy, what I understand by hierarchy is order of importance, arranged by order of importance.
Okay, brilliant, beautiful answer. Beverly, go ahead. Let me hear your view also.
Yeah, it's basically level.
Okay. Okay, beautiful. All right, so both answers are correct. So when you hear the word hierarchy, the first thing that comes to your mind is always a system or organization. All right, where we have groups that are ranked in level, in order, like you mentioned, in status, in authority. Okay, so you hear the word hierarchy, that comes to your mind. So we have like the CEO, the next you have vice president, you have managers, you have employees. Okay, so in that same vein, all right, in this my visual here now, we have the year as the hierarchy. Okay, we have okay. So we have the year as the hierarchy here. Okay, followed by the quarter. Okay, followed by quarter. So remember I said we can only add, we can enable the drill down and hierarchy functionalities in Power BI when we have 2 columns on one axis. So at least 2 columns. So I'm interested in knowing how we make profit in the month level. So we're going on a very granular level now. We're going details. Understand? We're drilling down. So the next, I will come to my month here and add it. Okay, so I have a level of hierarchy from the year to the quarter to the month. And if I'm interested in the day of the week, of course, I come to my day of the week here and I'll come to my day of the week here and include it. Okay, so in order of hierarchy, we have the year, quarter, month, and date. All right, so let's go back to the functionality. So we have the years here, 2011, 12, down to 16. So this is how the drill down mode is enabled or is used. So drill mode is on currently because I've put in 2 or more columns. All right, so click a data point to drill down. So the data point here is the attributes in that column. In this case, the year. So if I come, you can see my screen, year 2011, we can see the profit. Okay, you can see the profit. 2011, we made a profit of $2.8 million. All right, so if I click it, all right, it takes me to the quarter. Okay, it takes me to the quarter. So you can see I can now go hover my mouse around it and see the profit for just that quarter 2 of 2011. Okay, let me try and add vibrance to this color. It's too dark. All right, so I'm interested in knowing. So I'm interested now in knowing the profit we made at a month level. So this is just at a quarter level. All right. So I click on the data points. Okay, and then it shows me the month level. So this is the profit, sum of profit we made in April, sum of profit we made in May, sum of profit we made in June. Okay, so say we want to have more information about how our profits went on a day level. I'm still going to click a data point in May, for example. I click on May, and then you can see the profits we made here. So we see on Sunday, in the month of May 2011, we made this profit. Okay, $54,000. That's what we made. So you can see the drill down functionality. Okay, so the drill down is different from the drill through. So I'll walk us through how drill through in Power BI is. So basically, what we're actually doing is that we are learning the tool. All right. So we're trying to understand how the tool works, which will aid data analysis. So let's track let's understand the balance. All right. So all of these are functionality you can use to interact with your software, with your tool you're using with data analysis. So it's different from data analysis itself. So all that the program is geared to is, to teach us the tool and then teach us its application. All right, so it's important that we are learning and understanding how we can interact with the tool very well. So let me paint it in this scenario now. It's just as if you know the destination you are going to. All right, but to go to that destination, you need a vehicle. All right, so the vehicle in this case now is the tool. So you can have the vehicle and then you may not be able to drive the vehicle to your destination. All right, so your destination in this case is carrying out analysis, applying what you've learned in real world scenarios. So both are important. All right, so it's important that we understand the two, and thanks to Power BI. All right, just that most of the things we're learning is really vast. That's why I'm trying to cover as much as we can. All right, you will appreciate it better when you begin to apply it. So this is the drill down functionality in Power BI. All right, so I'm interested in going up the hierarchy back. All right, so I'm going to click on the data point to drill. Okay, so I've enabled, click on to drill up back. I'm coming to this up arrow here to drill up. Okay, so I can now go up the hierarchy. Okay, so we're on 2011, so let's check 2014. So you can see 2014. I've come over to my drill down mode here. All right, so if I'm interested in the first quarter of 2013, I click on the data point and it takes me down on the granular level. All right, so I do that for different year or different category you are interested in, or column. All right, so let me go back to my first order of hierarchy. Okay, before I proceed, any question? This color is dull. Any question? Do you understand? Okay. Okay, so I'm interested. So let's check out the hierarchy now and see how it is used. So this is the measure or the column we are interested in having more details about from our sum of profits. All right, so that's the drill down mode. You drill up and you drill down. Okay. So now if you come over to the right side, you can see these two downward arrows. If you look at the IntelliSense here, it says go to the next level in hierarchy. All right, so we already established what a hierarchy is and then put it in context to our topic for today. So it's order of level. So to enable the hierarchy, all right, you click on this double point here. Okay. So click on the double point here, and now see the difference between the hierarchy and the drill down functionality. When I come over to the quarter two, let me go up this page. You can see how the hierarchy takes us down. So if you observe, hello, please. Please can you mute your mic?
Wait, look at them. Very well.
Hello, Cecilia. Please mute. Everyone should mute their mic, please. Chat and mute this mic. Let me try and mute everyone. Okay. All right. I believe you can hear me. Just signify by thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. All right. So moving on from the drill down. So I was saying the hierarchy rather, shows us a more detailed information. So if I go up the drill down functionality here, now click on the drill down data point, and I click on 2011, right? Click on the hierarchy. It shows me the month, the sum of profit for each month within the data set. Okay, it shows me the sum of profit. So I can decide to go up one level in the hierarchy, which will take me to the quarter, and then go up one more level to the year column. All right. So if I click on 2015, I can see my quarter here. So I click on my level of hierarchy here, and it takes me down. Okay, I can click on the quarter here, and I click on the level of hierarchy. So it takes me down and gives me a very detailed information. So that's how the drill down functionality and the hierarchy functionality in Power BI, works. Okay, let me go back. So do we understand up to, do you understand? Okay, Precious, what's your concern? Can you unmute yourself? Let me check. Okay. So I was saying the drill down functionality enables us to go either down or up our hierarchy, but the hierarchy itself, all right, it enables us go more detailed by expanding the conditions within the drill down functionality. So this is, so I'm in my my year column now. I'm in the y-axis. I'm in the higher level of the hierarchy, which is the year, followed by the quarter, month, and date. So I said to enable the hierarchy, you come over here, go to the next level where these two dual down arrow buttons are. Sorry, arrows. You enable it. Okay, you enable it, and then you can either click on any of the quarter you are interested in to go down the next level of the functionality within the drill down. All right, okay. Right, so this is just a drill down is very, very simple. You can try it in different use cases. All right. So that's just drill down. So let me move over to the next the next functionality in Power BI, which I was trying to explain before we had network issues. All right, so the drill down is different from the drill through. All right, so the drill through is, like I mentioned before, it's just a way. Okay, for example, you have a page, your report, your visual in this case. Okay, so this is what we're trying to do in the last class. So you will have just a mini report or a dashboard that doesn't have a lot of functionality. All right, and you just want to drill through to that page by passing, existing filters from one page to another. To the drill down, you can apply the drill down within one page here, but the drill through functionality requires at least 2 pages. All right, it requires at least two pages. So, for example, this is the mini report we have now. We have we have KPIs here, total cost, we have revenues, and we have sum of profit. All right, over here we have revenue by product category, and we have by product name, and then we have revenue by region. So this is the visual we are, say for example, presenting to our stakeholders or our employers as the case may be. All right, so this is let me add one more visual here showing our revenue by, say, let me check what's in geography. Okay, by weather condition. All right, let me make use of the donut chart here. Okay, and I come over, I add my weather condition to the legend, and I'm interested in the revenue. I go to my fact table and click on the revenue. Okay, so let me customize this a bit. Just add a little bit of effect, shadow. Okay. Now pay close attention. All right, so let me explain what we have here. So now, so this is the drill through functionality. Now, if it's take a look at the KPI in view right now, we have total cost. All right, so we want to understand how we generated total cost. Okay, we want to know the share pool of this total cost, likewise revenue, sum of profit. All right, and if I should take from this revenue, from this data, this table here, let me get rid of the product name here. All right, so this is what I have. Okay, so now this is the total revenue we have, but then we want to know the share pool of this total revenue, the individual, collections that is adding up to this revenue. That's the reason I brought in my product name. I go to my product table, okay, and I bring it into the visual. So automatically there's a filtering going on here. All right, so you can now see that we have a detailed information of how we came up with our total sum of revenue. But then now, see the functionality of Drillthrough. Now, I want to know what this Maximus RP01 represents. All right, this profit, of course, sales were made for this particular product, but then from which part of our data is this sales coming from? Is it from region? Is it from which, how did this sales come about depending on our category? All right, from the segment of product, from the customer. All right, so we want to have a detailed information of how this is filtered. So this is the drill through functionality. To enable the drill through functionality, if you take a look, if I want to get the information about Maximus RP01 product, I'll right click on it. If you take a look at it now, there is no drill through functionality here. All we have is just show as table, include, exclude this group summarize is not highlighted, and we have the copy visual here. So now we want to the problem statement here now is to know how we came about the individual pool that came about this total revenue here. So I'll come over to the next page and create a drill through functionality here. So remember I said the drill through, to be able to set up the drill through, you must have at least 2 pages, all right, on your Power BI desktop setup. All right, so if you take a look at this visualization pane here, we have add data fields here. All right, so I'm not going to make use of my filter here because I want to filter through. But then to apply the drill through functionality, I'm going to add the drill through field here. Okay, so I'm going to add the measure we want to drill through. And in this case, our measure I'm interested in is the revenue. We already have the revenue here. So we want to know how the collective data we have came about this revenue on a granular level, individual level. So I come over to my drill through pane here and go to my table where the revenue is cited in, which is the fact table. Okay. I'm going to come over to my measure here and drag it to my keep this add drill through fields here. Okay. So if you take a look at my screen, there's a little arrow here pointing towards our report. It says click here to go back to previous page in this report. Can we see this little icon here? All right. Okay, so let me get rid of it. Okay. I can remove. All right, so let me do it again. So this is the measure I'm interested in. My revenue. Okay, I bring it to my drill through here. On the drill through page, I left my report page, so I'm on the drill through page. All right, so I want to drill through, like the word implies, to drill through to know the individual pool that came about this $65.5 million revenue. All right, so here I'm on my report page, trying to give a report. Okay, so we made a total revenue of 65. That's total sales of 65, and then this is the profit. But then I want to know how we came about this revenue. So I come over to my drill through page. All right. So this is it now. So there's a link up between the report page and my drill through page by this click here. So to go back, you can see the intelligence here. Click on control and click here to go back to previous page in the report. So I'm going to click on my control key and I'll click right click or left click on it. So it will take me back. Okay, so it has taken me back. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to control and right click, left click rather, and it will take me back to my drill through page here, my report. Okay, so now let's explore it more. All right, so take a look at this revenue now. Remember I said if I want to know the individual's revenue collectively for this particular product, if I right click on it, you see there's a drill through option now. Unlike before, it didn't show us the drill through option. Are we together? So I've created a link between my report page and my drill through page. So if I click on the drill through page, now it will take me to this page here where it's blank. And I come over here, right click, it has taken me back. Okay, so I can now have detailed information about this product depending on what I want to measure it up against. Okay, so I come over to my drill through page. You can see now that it has selected a filter here, product, which is Maximus RP01. All right, so to appreciate this further, I'm going to create what we are interested in looking at here regards to our revenue card we created, the KPI, which is here. Right, so this is it now. So I'm interested in knowing the individual cost for each product, revenue, and the profit made on just this product per category, maybe by month or by year. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll come over to my Drillthrough page now to have a more detailed information about how those profits came about. So I'm interested in knowing each product, how each product, the cost of each product, the total sales. I'll bring my table visual here, double click on it. Okay. And I'm going to bring my total cost. I'm going to bring these visuals here, these KPIs here. Okay, where are they? Where are they? We have total cost. Okay, all are in my fact table. So I can bring in revenue. Okay, total cost. All right, and then what else again? What's here? Let's check it. And sum of profit. Okay, so I'm going to my calculated column profit. All right, so let me get rid of this filter. I highlighted, I drilled through from the product Maximus RPO1, but I want to get rid of it now. And so it's giving me my total revenue here. Let's add some formatting here. Okay. So this is my total revenue, total cost, and sum of profit. All right, so I'll bring in my my table, my product, all the products listed in our data sets. I'm going to my product table and check for products. So this is a product. So immediately, if I bring it over here, it will filter all through based on profit, sum of profit, total cost, and okay, let me rearrange this. It's not rearranged. I'll take my product up. So I like rearranging it in order of cost. Cost comes first before revenue. And then you can now calculate your profit from the selling price and revenue, which is your sales made from your cost. All right, so let me go back to my report page. So this is how it's done. So this is the drill through functionality now. So I'm interested in knowing the share pool from different columns within the data set or different attributes from this product alone. So I right click on it and to show me drill through. All right, so once I click on the drill through, before I proceed, take a look now. You can see everything. We can see this is the total cost. So imagine we had, let's say we had this product Maximus RP01. We had about 15 of it. So this is the total cost sum up. And then when we made sales, this is the total cost sum up for the revenue and the total profit gotten. All right. So I come over to my report page now and then right click on this Maximus RP. I click on the drill through to go more detailed. It takes me to the drill through page now. All right. And it's showing me the total cost for the Maximus RP01 product, and then the total cost for the total revenue and the sum of profit. So it's just a way of having more information about this particular product, depending on the measure you are measuring it up against, or the attribute you're measuring it up against. Okay, so total cost, revenue, and sum of profit. We can decide to see how the total revenue we had when the weather condition, the total revenue we had for this product when the weather condition was cold, when it was warm, am I having any here? I think I'm on the wrong measure. Okay, so we can decide to know the total profit or total revenue by region. All right. I will add more measures to this or more visuals to this. But before I progress, let me know if we understand up to this point. Any questions? Do we understand? Just one person giving thumbs up. What about the remaining of us? Do you understand? Because I want to go more in depth. Okay, Rachel, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good
Please, my
evening.
question is how you created the new page from the already existing one. I did not get it.
Okay. All right. So, any other question? Let me just take all of them together. All right. Okay. So this is how I created the drill through functionality. So the drill through is, it works when you're using at least 2 pages within your Power BI. All right, 2 pages of your visuals within Power BI. It works with at least 2 pages. Can have more of that to bet, just to streamline. So let me put in a more in a better way. So now let's say we've analyzed, of course, from the beginning of this class, we've been able to analyze our total sales, total cost revenue, and we are seeing the total revenue by region. So this is just, most of us, we already know how to create visuals, dashboards on Excel, Power BI, right? So this is your visual now. And now you are asked to say, can you give us a little bit more information about how you got your total cost? What were the things that made up this total cost? All right? Or the different product categories that contributed to the overall total cost. So how do you go about that? That's where the word drill through comes in. So the drill through, it's a functionality that enables you see this total cost by different attributes in your data set. Attributes like region, attributes like weather condition, how much. Okay, let me make use of the revenue. Attributes like region, how much we made based on this particular region, east, central, or west. You can see the total revenue by weather condition, when the season, or did we make sales during rainy season. Of course, for example, here in Nigeria now, or in this part of the continent or Africa, it's obvious that we make a lot of sales during rainy season for umbrella sales. Okay, especially for those driving, you see that we make a lot of sales buying, wipers on our windscreens. A lot of sales are made during that period, because rainy season, if your wipers are bad and you are driving on the road, you just have to get wipers. So this is one of the reasons I put this weather condition here. So we can now see how much sales we made, or the sum of profit by this attribute, weather condition, by region. You see, we did drill down here by date, by year. So the drill through functionality is a bit different from the drill down, only that it enables us walk from one page to another. So this is the way I enabled my drill through functionality. All right. So I first of all created a report, just a mini report here, the dashboard here, and then I created a new page, which is the drill through. If you want to create a new page, just create this new page here. See, it has created a new page for me. Let me get rid of it. Okay, so this is where so I come over to my drill through here. So the drill through now, I'm interested in drilling through my revenue, because I'm interested only in revenue now. I want to see how we make sales by different categories on a very detailed level, like the hierarchy, like I mentioned now. If I come to my new page I created, the drill through, let me get rid of all of this now. So if you look at this now, you will see add drill through fields here. So what do you want to drill through? Okay, revenue in this case. Imagine you carrying hammer and nail, you want to drill through a surface or a wood or a wall. So in this case now, this revenue is out. Just to break it down, it's our wall. So I want to drill through only by revenue. I can decide to drill through by sum of profits. So I'm not making use of these filters pane now. I'm not making use of these filters here. So now the drill through in this case is like the hammer and nail, and then the surface I'm drilling through is the revenue. So I come over to the page where I'm interested in drilling through, and you see add drill through fields here. So the surface I intend to drill through is my revenue. All right, so I go to my revenue, and then I drag and drop into this add drill through filter text, this box here. All right, so it has kept all filters. All right, that means if I come to my report page, anywhere I click on, okay, the filters are kept there, so it can now filter through on a more detailed level depending on the attribute I'm interested in filtering through. So that's the way I enabled this. And once you drag and drop your measure you want to drill through, automatically Power BI creates this arrow button here. Okay, we can further customize it, but it creates this arrow button here. So if you take a look at it, if I click on, it says control click here to go back to previous page. So if I just left click on it, it won't take me. I have to press my control key and then left click on it. It will take me back. So there's a line between my report page and then my drill through page. Okay, so so I'm interested in knowing these total sales that made up the individual attributes that made up this particular sales. Let's say MS Maximus RS01. So if I right click on it, so I want to know how it all summed up to this, depending on the attributes. You will see a drill through. You see a drill through. You see a drill through button here. So I click on drill through. Okay, it will take me to this page automatically. All right. So does that answer the question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other question? Do we understand up to this point? It's simple. It's just a functionality in Power BI. That can enable. So when you are giving your reports, for example, sometimes we use filters. We create filters on the left side or on the right side or horizontally, and then we just keep on clicking, adding filters here. So the drill through is just a link between. It's just a link between these. It's just a link between both pages report. So if you are giving your report, so can you tell us how we made total sales for this? All right, click on it. Okay, this is it. And I just drill through. So this is what we have. So I'm now just visualizing it based on total cost, revenue, and sum. All right. So to appreciate it better, I'll add other visuals so that you can now see the beauty of it. Okay. So this is the active filter here now. Product is the active filter here because I'm interested in knowing how we came about this total revenue and sum of profits. So I can go back to my report page by just a click on my control keypad and maybe left click on it. All right, so let me go back to my drill through page now. Let me get rid of this filter here and take this back to, can take it anywhere you wish to. All right, so I'm interested now in knowing the individual sales by month. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I just did this, the individual sales by total cost, revenue, and sum of profit. So by month, I will come over to my stack bar colon here. Okay. So just simple visuals. So revenue cost by month. All right. So I'm going to bring my month colon here on my date table rather. My date table. Okay. So I'm interested in seeing the revenue by month. So of course I'm going to bring my revenue from my facts. Where's my facts? My revenue. Okay. All right. So this is my sorry. Let's put. Let me try and. Okay. So this is my facts, my visuals here. Okay. So this is how it works. So I come over to my report page now. So let's say I'm interested in the product now. Say Maximus UC. Which okay, let's go with 95. So this is it now. I right click on it. All right, it will show me drill through here. So take me to my drill through page. Once I click on it, now it's showing me the total cost because these are the measures I put here. It's showing me the total cost, all right, for the revenue. Sorry, total cost for this particular product and revenue and sum of profit. So we made a total profit for just this revenue. And funny enough, Seth, look at it now. We made just, I think we made sales here for this particular product in the month of September alone. In the month of September, all right. We made total sales here in the month of September. But let's check a different product now. Let's check use Maximus. Okay, let's check UCO1 and right click on it, drill through. So this is what will happen. Okay, so you can see now, I just made a comparison now. So one particular product was we just made sales with one product in the month of September alone, and then the other one now we can see that there were total sales across the months. All right, so we can see the revenue here, we can see the sum of profit, and we can see the total cost here per month. All right. All right. Do we understand up to this point? Any questions? Ask your question so that I could go over it again in case we don't understand. Okay. I mean, it's a bit simple. All right. So that's just all to it now. So let me go back to my using this button here. Okay. So all right. Okay. I was expecting a question. All right, Esther, please go ahead. You're welcome. Hello, Esther. Okay, I hope I didn't. Esther, can you try speaking? Hello, Esther, unmute yourself. Can anyone try speaking? Because I don't know if it's, I think I've unmuted everyone to speak.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Is Esther still on the call? I can't. Okay, because your hands were raised up. All right. Probably that was a mistake. What was my flow of thought now? Okay, so I was saying, so that's not just all to it, all right? So I was just interested in the product now, right? So now if you take a look at this visual here, we have revenue by region, all right? So I can also do the same. You can see, right, click to drill through. I can also do the same using the revenue, all right? So I'll right click on, I'm interested in seeing how all of these KPIs here, all right, adds up in our East region, all right? So from total cost to revenue and sum of profits. So I want to see the pool of revenue or the pool of profit we made in our East region. If you can see, it's obvious from the visual. East has the highest total revenue, followed by Central and then the West. So, but then I want to see it based on month level now, which is on a granular level at the, let's say, down the hierarchy or a drill down in this case. So drill through, I drill through, it takes me over to the next page. All right, it takes me over to the next page, and you can see, I can see all my profits. So it is already sorted in the total, it's sorted in the month, it's sorted in the higher level to the lower level. All right, so I think we can make this more interactive. Let me, okay, there should be a, come in, let me see if I can sort this thing, because automatically, Power BI sorts this thing out in it sees when it looks at what's the word now, when it looks at text characters, all right, it's expected that it sorts it out alphabetically, right? A, M, J. It sorts it, it doesn't sort it in order, all right? Maybe just the way it sorts numeric value from 1 to 5. I want us, because it's always, let me see if I can sort it out ascending order. Okay, let me try to sort it by tutorials. Thinking. Okay. All right. Where's my date colon? Number. Okay, I'm trying to sort this out. Okay, let me try and create a measure. I want to sort this out sort it out so that we can appreciate it better. I think, let me create a new measure here. Dates, sorry, colon rather. Okay, I'm gonna call this month. Let's copy this here. Function. So I want to sort my month in. I want to sort it in the right order. Okay, so this is my. I want to sort the date column. I'll click on it. Okay. Sorry, I need to explain what I just did. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to sort my month so that I can have it well sorted out. So I am creating a calculated column, and I'm using the month function, which is this, and it's saying it returns a number from 1 to 12, which represent January, and 12 represent December, right? So the column I want to sort now is the date. I want to sort the date column. So I go to my date table. All right. So under the date table, which is enclosed in this single quote, followed by my date column. So I come here and click it. So I click on enter. All right. So I want to sort it in an orderly manner so that I can use it as a calculated column while it's working. And Chine, please go ahead. Okay.
Okay, sir. I noticed that when you were writing that formula, that date function now, the
Yes.
date, the table name, that's the date, was enclosed in a single quotation.
Quote. Yes, please.
But yeah, but there are at times when you write those functions, there is no quotation, there is no quote enclosing the table name. So what's the difference between the two?
Okay, so the difference between these two is that, remember, if you take a look at the data pin here, I have a table called calendar table, customer date, facts table, geography, product, sales and sales.
Yeah.
Excuse me, table. If I go to my model view, if I go to my model view, you take a look, you can see these tables here. So I have the date table here. All right. So when you see something like this, where's my date? So if I click, oh no, let me click on this. So if I click on the date, if I go to my table view, you can see I'm in my date column, my date table now rather. All right. So in my table, I have several columns. Date, giving me the date and okay, just the date. All right. And I have the year, quarter, week number, month, all of them like this. All right. So the difference is that when if I go to my so let me go to the calculated column I just created. Ours is too small. So this is it. So the difference is if you are referring to a column within the data set, this is the syntax. Table name first, followed by the column name. So I have a table called date here, and then I have a colon inside that table called date. I also have a colon inside that table called year, quarter. So this is the format, or this is the syntax, standard Power BI syntax. Date colon, sorry, table name before the date colon, before the colon name rather. Does that answer your question, please?
No, that's not the question, eh? I mean, the
Oh,
normal way you write this function now, the table name is enclosed in a single quote. But there are some other times when you write them, you don't enclose the table name in a quote. So I want to know when do I have to include and when do I have not to include?
I'm still trying to get. Let me see whether I understand what you're saying. Something like this.
Exactly. Yeah. So the geography is a table, but there is no, it is not enclosed in any quotation, any quote.
Okay, okay, okay. I think okay. So this let me try to buttress it with another example. Okay, I think I've seen the mistake here now. From this report, I had 3 weather conditions: cold, NA, and warm. I was not supposed to have NA here. So it's supposed to be cold, warm, or hot. Let me just address that first. Maybe geography. I can't remember. I wrote this. Okay, I don't think we have any region called north. That's why. Okay, we just have east, west, and central. I think that's where the challenge is. So if geography region is equals central, return hot, else NA. Should reflect now. Okay, so we have cold, hot, and warm. All right. So this particular question you asked, let me buttress it with a different measure. So we have the weather condition here, which is a calculated colon. All right. If geography okay, so I made use of this intelligence here. All right, so I'm trying to reference geography. I'm trying to reference the colon here in geography, the table name, the colon name in geography table, which is the region. So there's an intelligence here. All right. So you just click it out. Preferably, you could write it out like this. There are just several ways of doing it. You could write it out like this. I could decide to write geography. You can see it has popped up already, showing geography. So when you see, I don't know if you can see my screen very well. There is a small, you can see a table figure, and then you can see a table figure under this now. This geography that is in this single quote is telling you that it's just a table. All right. But when you now see city, country attached, all of these are colons. I don't know if you can see my screen. There's a small, tiny space here that signifies, that denotes this is a table name plus a colon. All right. So I could decide to just go with the table name first, and it will enclose it. And now I now come and click this revenue. All right. And let me write my. Who asked that question just now? I don't even know. Is it Chineye something? Abi?
Yeah.
Chineye, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you seeing what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So what I did, I just came over, geography, and so I saw what I was looking for, just regions. I just clicked on it, so automatically it knows that you are trying to refer to the region column within the geography table. On the other end, if you want to this is just a way of making sure you're not making mistake. I could just come and click my single quote and write geography if you remember the table. So I click on it, and then I now come and even write it manually and write my region. I can still do that manually. Okay, so this just, there are different ways of doing it, and I'm good already. I'm good to go. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Let me get rid of this. Oh, what have I done now? Argument 3 in if function is required. How many brackets is that open? Oh, if geography equals is return code. Rachel, please go ahead. You want to help me troubleshoot?
Yes, you remove
Yeah, sharp,
the
sharp.
NA.
I removed the N.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my.
remove the NA. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Come on. As I've been here battling with this thing. All right. Well done. Thank you. So I was creating, let me try and move fast. I was creating a calculated column that will help me sort my column. What am I writing weather condition again? What is this? Hmm. Report. Somebody should help me with my flow of thought. I've forgotten what I was doing just now. Hey God. Uh, what was I about to explain, please, before the question came? Okay, I think I should have gotten it. Rachel, please go ahead. Okay, I think.
Okay, if I can remember, you are trying to get the month number.
Okay. Thank you. So I created a calculated column called month number. All right. So I go to my calculated column and I click the uh, sort by column. So I want to sort. So I want to sort the month number, the measure I created. I can come over here. That's not sure. Mm. So I'm trying to I did this recently. I don't know why it's not working. I'm trying to sort this. Uh, okay. I think click to do this, not month number, sort by month number. Okay, I think it should work now. Still not. Okay, let me check here. Oh, it's still not working. Bola, is that Bola? Go ahead, please.
Sir, on the visualization pane, the y-axis is
Mm-hmm.
still showing month instead of
On the
month now. The visualization pane here.
no. I'm actually visualizing by month. I want to see my revenue by month category. If I take it out and
I thought I wanted
put
to change it to
number.
month number.
No, yes. I wanted to change it to month number, but this is not what I want. I want to see my month by visuals,
Okay,
by
sir.
visuals rather. So not month. I don't know why. I don't know. Let me just try one more time. It should. Just a minute, please. If it doesn't work, I'll just move on to what I want to show. Quarter. Click on my month. Sort by colon. Yeah, it's sort by colon and sort by month number. I'll check this later. I don't know why it's not responding. I'm not interested. I want to sort it. Sort descending, sort ascending. Okay, so that will take our time. Let me just go over to the next thing. All right, so we can also drill through by our year. This is an example. So I come over to I can use the line chart now. It's very important to know how to make use of a line chart. So in the bid of trying to create stunning visuals, dashboards, sometimes you also need to know, or most of the time, you should know which visual is applicable to all information you're trying to portray. Okay. So I'm interested in seeing my sum of revenue by year. So I go to my year column, okay, drag this here and bring my revenue facts table here. Where is my revenue? Oh, sorry, I needed my line chart. Where is my line chart? Okay. So yeah. Okay. And then my revenue, which is the facts table. Okay, let's check this. Okay, let me check. I think no, it's not showing. No. What's going on? Sum of profit here. Okay, this is the total sum. Let me visualize this. Okay. Let me clear this filter here. Right. So this is one example I want to show now. So we have three measures here: total cost, revenue, and sum of profit. All right. I could also add this to my drill through. The same three measures. Let me go to my facts table, sum of profit. Okay. And then my total cost. Cost here before revenue. Okay, so now at a glance, all right, we can just have a good comparison. So I put three categories on my x-axis. So I think if you come to our report, all right, and I want to see how we made sales by weather condition. Remember the scenario I gave, how umbrella sells during rainy season and wind, what do they call this thing? Wipers on cars. There are some things that sells, they are like hot cake in the season. So if I want to drill through and see the total revenue or the individual profits made from different attributes within my data set, I just, I can see, right click through this drill and drill through this page. So it takes me to this page. So you can see individual profits by month now. In December, this is in December when the weather was warm. This is the profit we made. This is the total cost that we had in our market. And then this is the revenue generated. Okay. So this is just a functionality of how we can able to drill down through different. So we're drilling down through just revenue. If I click on this, you can see drill through. All right. So let's say we want to drill through just profits alone. All right. We've been drilling through revenue. I come over here to remember, whatever we're drilling through, I gave a scenario. The drill through is like a hammer and nail, and then the surface you are drilling through can be anything. Through revenue cost, we've been drilling through revenue. So I'm interested in drilling through more than one measure. Say sum of profit now. So how do I do this? I go to my drill through page, all right, and then I'm interested in in the profit now. So I come over. Let me get rid of all of this and add this to my drill through field here. Profit. All right. So it allows drill through when summarized. So I can drill through my sum of profit now and see what will happen. It has given me a detailed level about everything here. So you can add several measures or several visuals here to be able to understand better how we can drill through from our report, our Power BI report. All right. So the next time we are creating a Power BI report, you can also have a functionality in the next visual where you can be able to just drill through and go back. All right. Is there any question up to this point? Or any clarification? No question, no. That means, do we understand the functionality difference between drill down, drill through, hierarchy, and the like? Okay. All right. So I think this is what will happen now. I'll try and resolve this. I wanted to show us how to sort this thing. I don't know. It worked on one file I did just I think yesterday. I don't know why it's not sorting by the calculated column I wanted to sort through. So hopefully someone should remind me in the next class so that we can do it, because you might not get to appreciate this better when you see all of them sorting in ascending order. It makes more sense when probably in the middle you see one bar is short and the other one. It just gives you a real view of what actually happened, because I'm not interested in seeing from December. All right. So I want to see it as it is. Okay, so this will bring us to the end of today's class, just for this drill down, hierarchies, drill throughs, and the like. So hopefully I want us to see how we can maybe work on a project next week and then move into SQL and apply all that we've learned from Power BI down from Power Query, data modeling, and DAX really took our time. Didn't really touch more on DAX, but hopefully we'll touch it during the project and just see all of it too. Okay, so and that's it for the end of today's class. Any question before are we done submit with the attendance? Today the turnout is really down. Don't know why. Okay. All right, so please go ahead and so that before I end the call, we can have the opportunity to fill our filling the attendance. Okay. I mean, all right. Before I log off, any call, any Doris, have you been in the class? I'm just seeing you on the list of. Yeah, Raphael, go ahead, please. Who's on the call? Alice, I've not heard from you in a while. Somebody's hands was up. Raphael, are you trying to ask a question? Okay. Raphael, your hands are up.
Yes, sorry. Good evening, sir. I
Good evening.
mistakenly ended before. Sorry, please.
Okay.
I am kind of lost. The reason is that the link that was sent for the data set, I can't find the data set. I don't know if it's from you. I don't know.